make sure you don't hit those side keys with your palm accidentally. So to recap, thumb resting on the button, covering the octave key, but not pressing it. Miss the first key and then 1, miss the small one, 2, 3. And on the right hand, your saxophone will have a hook down here. It might be black plastic, in my case it's gold. Now you're going to put the main joint of your thumb underneath that hook, like that. And then the right hand's easier than the left hand because there's only 3 buttons to push. 1, 2, 3. And again, be careful that you don't nudge any of these extra keys down there. And you can ignore these ones, which are for your right pinky, and you can ignore all these ones, which are your left pinky. So really, we're thinking much more like a recorder at this stage. Your thumbs aren't going to do anything, and your pinkies aren't going to do anything. So for the moment, it's only these 6 fingers that we're concerned with. So the vital thing about your finger position is that your fingers should form a nice curve like this, with your fingertip on the button. Don't press this knuckle. You want your finger to have a nice curve to it, and the tip of your finger should be on the button like this. So what we don't want to see is the fingers pressing down in that kind of shape. They need to be a nice curve like this. Also, very importantly, the whole thing should be very relaxed. Don't slump forward like this. Don't hunch those shoulders up, especially the left shoulder is famous in sax players for going right up here. That's going to put a lot of tension in your left hand. So shoulders down, nice relaxed upright posture, and bring the saxophone into your mouth. Then we're ready to play our first notes. So now, fanfare of trumpets. We're finally ready to start playing our first actual notes on the saxophone. The next video in the series is going to cover everything you need to know about reading music, written music, and the previous video covered everything you need to know about the basics of embouchure, how you have your mouth, teeth and tongue. So go and check out those videos. Our first note is going to be a G, and it is the first 3 fingers down of your left hand. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to take a nice big breath into the bottom of our torso. We've got those first 3 fingers down in the left hand. Make sure you're not hitting any other keys. And here we go. So we've got our G. The next one is 2 fingers of your left hand. And finally, our third note is a B, and that is the first finger in your left hand. So now we have our first 3 notes. G, A, and on tenor.
Alright, I think I got it. So 3 fingers, 2 fingers, 1 finger.
videos. Our first note is going to be a G, and it is the first 3 fingers down of your left hand. 1, 2, 3. We're going to take a nice to the bottom of our finger, 3 fingers down, and here we go. Great, so we've got take off that 3rd finger, and that sounds like this. Our 3rd note is the 1st finger in your left hand. So now we have and B. And on tenor, those first 3 notes, that G, A, and B, are going to sound like this. So I'm all about getting right into it. What can we play with those three notes? Well, not that much to be honest, but we can play something simple like Mary Had a Little Lamb. And we're going to start on B. The notes are going to come up on the screen. So this is what it sounds like on alto. And on tenor, the first little section of Mary Had a Little Lamb is going to start like this, again starting on B.
Yeah, my hand hurts a bit now. It's a little bit weird. The right hand, I guess I'm not holding this thing properly because I can't really hit these keys here with this right hand. Haven't gotten to that part yet. Alright, so one lesson is that these things here, I don't know what they do yet, they're super sensitive. So I've noticed as I was now, this is the second time I'm holding this instrument in my hands. If you happen to touch any of these things here, the things get messed up. We're gonna learn, obviously. I'm gonna learn as the time goes by what these keys are for and what to use them for. But for now, one has to be really careful. And my hands are not large, like super large. They're medium size, so I need to I don't have so I need to kind of almost keep like half circle around these keys, right? Maybe somebody with bigger fists, they don't actually maybe for them it would be even worse. I'm not sure, but either way, I need to kind of practice not to touch these things because yeah, you can see as soon as I kind of do I do G. Shit. Yeah, literally, I think I touched something with my right hand and that is so difficult because, yeah.
Okay, now remember I promised you that top tip for having the perfect hand position instantly every time? Well, this is the secret. Your hand should be a nice curved shape like the letter C, and your right hand should be exactly the same. So, when you put your hands on the instrument, if you look straight down, you should see a letter C with both hands. And the way to remember it is to say to yourself, can I see a C? Make sure you can see
Yeah,
a
that's pretty much
C
what I was
and not
saying,
with
right?
a
At least that's what
little
naturally felt to me. I
duck's
can't.
beak.
I have to do that. It's not a matter of
Next
choice, it's
time,
a
in
matter of
part
must.
5 of my Complete
Otherwise, you
Beginner
hit other
series,
keys.
I'm going to demystify written music for you. In the meantime, if you've enjoyed.
Yeah, but I need to find more exercises now. I want to play some songs already. That's how I want to practice. I don't want to get into theory too much. Alright, so hardest thing so far, I think I'm gonna get this with practice, the mouth and the throat and all of that, whatever they call it. I think the hardest thing is gonna be, not the hardest, but annoying, is not to touch other keys, right? Because I can see accidentally, either with my right or my left hand, there's a bunch of these other keys that, now we're playing major chords, basically. What was it? G and A and B, I guess. So we just really, it's a combination of these three keys, right? But once you start involving these keys, and then, I don't know, maybe there's vibrato or some other keys here that I don't know yet. So let's just try still the major thing. So let's start with G. So this is basically G, A, and B. Yeah, something kind of happens with the sound, and I don't know if I'm holding this properly. I think I pressed the wrong key. Maybe this one. Wait. Let me just test one thing. I want to play. Ah, yeah. Basically in reverse, right? So I want to play G, 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 B, A, B, G, A. So this would be what B. The sound kind of is bad, so I'm pressing some extra keys. I'm almost sure. I just can't figure out which ones. So let's get back. I think I'm rushing this a lot. I'm gonna slow down. So I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. I think I should. First, my mouth is kind of vibrating right now, but also yeah, I need to. So I'm gonna play. Let's just play today, just G chord, and always make it sound the same. So slowly until it sounds better. I'm gonna play the video again just to kind of play alongside him. That's super useful.
Great, so we've got our G.
I sounded nothing like that, so sounded like nothing like that. So.
And make sure you're not hitting any other keys. And here we go.
Yeah, I sounded nothing like that. Let me actually go to YouTube and try to say like saxophone G note, G tone practice.
The most powerful tone. Hi, and welcome to the saxophone I developed for myself and my students that centers around low B flat.
Okay, that's nice. That's super nice. I like that a lot. Okay, I see. So this would be I see. And then this would be the D, right? So let's try that together. Yeah, this is the exercises I want. That's what I want. Just play, no theory, just play, practice. This is the D chord. Okay, so a new chord we learn. All 6 of them is D. Let's try. Oh, that sounds good actually. Yeah, this is really good. This is the best thing I've found so far. I think this will be the quickest way to learn. So first learn all the notes, super important. And then I think next lesson will be to learn to transcribe, because I've heard that it's not the same on guitar and saxophone. Saxophone apparently is a transcribed instrument, so you can't, it's not the same, right? If somebody's playing A on a, let's say, guitar, it's not the same. Alright, that's gonna be this next month. All the sessions are gonna be based on that. Let me try once more and I'm gonna round up the session. It's really good to have something to compare the sound to. So that's the good. You don't know, well, is it good or bad. So this is a great one to just hear the sound, because I think our pitch I'm not blowing properly. Okay, so. Just pressing random keys to see how it is to solo. right, this rounds it up for now. Just gonna switch to the full camera here. This rounds it up for this session. I've installed, unlike yesterday, I installed one of these. What they were called? Jesus Christ! What were these were called? I need to start using these terms. Give me a second. So we started using reeds. This reed of size 2. The reason why we started using the reeds 2 is because all of the mentors suggest that for beginners the my lip actually now feels a little bit strange. My teeth also feel a bit strange now. So the reed basically is used to produce the sound. Thicker the reed, the harder it is to make the sound. So basically they suggest number 2 or maximum 2.5 for beginners like you and me. This is the reed that came with the saxophone. This is the reed that I bought. This is like 30 euros for 10. If I compare them actually now, let's see if there's actually any difference, and should once buy the more expensive ones. You never know about that. To me, personally, they look exactly the same. I literally don't see any difference. Maybe there is a difference in wood or something like that. They're the same size, so this is like the elite one, the expensive one. I mean, 30 euros for 10 of the wooden sticks is ridiculous, right? I hope these can last, otherwise that's very expensive. So they look the same. They, yeah, I don't know. So far, second session, I would not justify spending 33 euros on a box of wood, but we'll see over time. So what I learned is, it's actually not that hard to press the keys, to learn the chords. I think that's pretty easy to memorize. I think what's going to be hard is holding this thing, because my thumb hurts already now. Probably I'm not holding it properly or something like that. It's also hard when you hold it. It's very difficult to not touch anything, not press anything. So that makes it hard. Maybe the hand is going to get stronger by time. This hand here has to be in a kind of circular position. So you're not touching these keys here. I'm sure that these are like bending like you would do in the guitar, like vibrato or bending or whatever. I don't know. I'm sure that they have its use. That's why they're here next to the kind of to this hand. So I guess you would kind of learn to press them as you play. I guess I don't actually know, to be very frank with you. Well, right now it seems impossible, but over time maybe it's going to get easier. Who the hell knows? The right hand is really easy to press the keys, at least. Way easier. There's very few of them. I think the only way that I'm going to practice is I found this backing track. I'm going to put it in the bottom of this video. I'm going to, hopefully there's more. I'm going to go Saxplained to it. The YouTube channel is called Saxplained. And let's actually see if they have more. If I go to playlists, shorts, does this video we found, does it belong to a playlist? Because it would be how to play C major, tenor, and alto. Yes, amazing. They have all of the scales, C major, G major, D major, whatever. That's amazing. So I'm going to actually be using this resource the most, because it shows the fingerprint, the finger position and stuff for every chord, for all 6 fingers. The octave as well, which is the left thumb, if you remember. This is pretty awesome. I actually think I'm going to use this a lot. So I think, to me, it seems that saxophone really is all about learning these chords like every other instrument, right? Learning what all of these things are, developing your mouth thing, whatever it was called, I don't remember the term that they use. And then transcribing basically chords, right? Because if I want to play with a guitarist, I need to know which chords to play. If he's playing in A, I need to know what to play. I think this is I don't know how tuned is this saxophone. So that seems like a natural set of natural path. So the hardest thing is blowing, is the lips. By far, I can tell you. The instrument seems incredibly simple relative to guitar, where you can shred and alternate pick and string skip and hybrid pick and do legato and vibrato and hammering and a bunch of other things. This seems fairly limited in that dimension of possibilities. So it seems that I'm not having issues with lungs. I think I have, actually now at least, by playing a bit. I didn't feel that I'm getting out of breath. So that's actually very good. Haven't noticed any of that. But I can see that my bottom lip kind of is almost irritated. So maybe I haven't been blowing properly. I am basically, as you can see, kind of following the advice of this guy that I watched. So basically, he said you don't want to blow like this, like you're a rabbit. You want basically your neck needs to kind of be open, almost like you're yawning, and your mouth need to be like, you get what I mean. So you need to use the whole mouth and the bottom lip to support it, apparently. So something like. So yeah, that's going to be the training. So I think the part that's going to differentiate the sound is going to be this part from me and someone else. It's not going to be the fingers so much. It's going to be the mouth and the heart, of course. But it seems to me that everything's going to be around here. All right, guys. This is my day 2 of saxophone. Alex out. Peace out.